Hey all. Um, Obviously things are a little bit different since the last time we saw each other. I hope you and the people you care about are all doing well and staying safe and healthy and are doing all the things you need to do in order to continue to stay safe and healthy. That includes learning about what's going on right now with COVID-19 and the coronavirus crisis in this country and across the world. And so I hope you are staying informed, reading from reliable sources about what's going on and what you can do to make sure you're staying safe and healthy and well, because that's really important right now. Besides doing that kind of learning about what's going on with COVID, but you know, also make sure you're staying well in terms of your social and emotional and mental well-being. That means reaching out to people, not in person, obviously, unless you already live with them, but socially reaching out with your friends and other people digitally, online, doing stuff to make sure that you're getting that emotional and social wellness taken care of. That can be connecting online, that can be FaceTiming, that can be, texting or doing other stuff on social media with your friends, not just with randos. That can be really good. You could take a walk together on the phone or on FaceTime. I know a number of friends who have done that, and it's actually really nice not only to get out and take a walk, which hopefully you're doing anyway, getting outside of the house, away from people, but still outside, but also a good way to kind of connect with your friends and other people reaching out digitally. You can play games online, not like video games. I mean, they could be video games, but also, turn-based games or asynchronous games with other people and keeping that kind of social contact, not in-person contact, but social contact alive and well. Additionally, it's important to do things for your own emotional well-being. Think about how you're feeling and what's making you feel that way. If you're doing the same thing every day, inside, not getting out that much, that might not be very good for you. So make sure you're kind of keeping a check on that, putting the phone away sometimes, doing other things, um, so you can stay emotionally good. And one of the ways you can do that is, just make sure you're doing something. If you're productive, even if it's something silly like, oh, I cleaned my room or I organized this thing that I knew I was going to have to organize at some point and I'm actually getting around to it now. Do those kinds of things so that you can feel good about your day and how it's been going. One of the ways you can do that is by learning new things or practicing something you should already know or trying out something new. I'm doing that myself. I'm trying to take this time to kind of be more creative with my time. And one of the things I'm doing that I haven't really done before is I'm trying to get myself outside every day because I know that's good. And hopefully you're doing the same thing. Um, I'm also taking myself outside when I exercise because I can't really go to the gym because there's closed and there were people there and that kind of thing. So I've been going outside for my exercise, and I noticed there are so many birds out right now. And so one thing I've started to do, I'm not very good at it yet, but I've started to try to learn some of the birds in our area. So I have some books that will help me because of course I have books. Um, Two pretty similar books, and they talk about the wildlife out here in our area. But you don't need a book to do that. You can do that online, look up different birds and their bird sounds, so you can recognize, oh, that's a finch, that's a wren, hey, that's a says Phoebe, or whatever it is you're seeing around yourself. um, it's something I haven't done before, but I think it's kind of cool. And I can do it, without being, physically close to other people. And you can even do it with your friends. Like, hey, I saw these kinds of birds. I think I was able to identify this one. That can be kind of cool. Um, so try to do things that are good for yourself, intellectually as well as emotionally and socially. Because it's going to be really important you're keeping yourself well, or as well as you can, with those small things, because there's so many big, really important things going on right now that can get really serious really fast. Taking care of that small stuff is going to help you make sure that you're better prepared when big stuff comes along. And hopefully it doesn't, but just in case. One of the big things that's going to come along, although it's less serious than some of the COVID stuff, is we're going to start school again. And that's going to be good. We start school on April 16th digitally, online, obviously. It's not going to be in person, so don't show up to Franklin. I won't be showing up to Franklin. I'm going to be doing it from my house, same way, you know, you guys are doing it from your place. Um, we're going to be doing that through Google Classrooms. So in the email that you saw this link at, you should have also seen a Google Classrooms code. Please use that to join our Google Classroom. And we're going to be doing a lot of our interaction through that platform or the related platforms through Google. Some of those interactions include attendance, which will be done through Google. You guys are going to check in every day on Google. And even on days we don't have anything due, or it's just, you know, work on some stuff, you got to check in so that I can take attendance, which is not only legally required, but it's going to be part of your grade. We don't know exactly what grades are going to look like yet, but there will be a grade of some kind, and attendance is definitely going to be part of that. So make sure that you're showing up to logging into Google Classrooms every day and doing the things you're going to need to do for attendance, probably just like a quick question, a quick check-in, as well as turning in the assignments or seeing what new assignments there are. I will be posting assignments in Google Classrooms, and on the 15th, the day before school starts, I'm hoping to give you guys a calendar and a schedule that's going to outline all of Q4 for us. I don't have that ready yet, partly because I'm still working on it, talking to my colleagues, trying to build what is going to be reasonable for online learning, but also good for our learning, as well as we're waiting for some guidance from the district, you know, including things like grading. So we're still working on that, but I hope to have that ready for you guys before school actually starts. Then we're going to be following that schedule as well as we can. If we have to change something, we will. But you're going to know about those changes by checking into Google Classroom. So please make sure you're doing that. One of the things you're going to see on that schedule, the calendar that I'm going to give to you guys, is that we're going to be reading The Chosen, the book we were going to read in class. And so please make sure you're finding your copy of The Chosen. We should have had it at home because we were reading it. We're starting to read it over that weekend when schools got shut down. So please make sure you relocate that copy because we're going to use it throughout our digital online learning. And you're going to see some posts about it actually starting on, they're going to show up on the 15th. You won't need to do anything till the 16th unless you want to get on it early or whatever. Definitely not required. And I'll be putting that on Google Classroom. When you do sign into Google Classroom, please, please, please make sure you are not only signing in, but you are contacting the other people you know in our class. And even not in our class, but in other classes, because other teachers are going to set up similar things. Make sure you're reminding everyone you know to check their student view email so they can go and sign up for their Google Classrooms that they're going to be using. Of course, that goes doubly for the students who are in our class. So, you know, text them, IM them, whatever social media contact you guys do, you know, do that so they all know to check in and get set up for Google Classrooms. It's going to be a little bit different, but it should be good. And I'm looking forward to interacting and learning with you guys again. That's going to be nice. I want to wrap this thing up the same way I started it. Please make sure you're taking time and doing things and being proactive about keeping yourself well. Not only doing the physical distancing and COVID stuff, but also socially, mentally, emotionally. So in case things do get worse, and I hope they don't, but if they do get worse for people that you know, you've done all the little things you can do to set yourself up to be as well as you can. As we get through, you know, this next 2 months or however long it's going to be with the COVID situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to be in contact with you again, even if it is through a video. But I'm thinking of you guys and I hope all of you are doing well and reading stuff that you like. And I look forward to getting in contact with you guys again. School on April 14th and maybe even a little bit earlier than that. I'll be starting to upload some stuff early. You don't need to check it. It's all just a preview. on the 15th. So until that time, do everything you can to be well, and sign up for Google Classrooms. Let your friends and other people you know in our class to sign up for Google Classrooms. And if you have any questions, email me through Student View or Parent View or my normal work email. We do technically have spring break next week. Obviously, I'm going to be working during part of that time. I won't be checking my email every day, but I'll check it a few times that week. So send me emails if you have questions, you want to troubleshoot stuff, and we'll try to get you guys ready to go before the 16th rolls around. Until that time, be well, and hope your people are well. Stay safe, and keep reading, of course. All right, guys. Thanks.